Hi everyone, welcome to your Pisces reading for the week of January 21st to January 27th. This is JJ with the Compassionate Heart School. Okay, so let's jump right in. First thing I wanted to say is that as I was shuffling your cards, I felt this great energy of wisdom coming in. And the words that I would say, even though they probably won't come close to the feeling because, they're just words. I felt this energy is ancient. I felt the word wisdom. It was very cool energy. It was very calm. It was very wizened and learned, knowledgeable. Felt very old soul-like. And then I also heard the song, what was it? Old Time Rock and Roll. I don't know if any of you remember that song. Anyway, Old Time Rock and Roll. So let's jump right in. I think you're in great hands. All right, so as you see here, I'm not surprised. Yeah, this is a wisdom card. So for this week, you are definitely being held in the energy of wisdom. You are in a place where you could receive wisdom. So I see that finally you've come to a place where you can have some equilibrium as well, because recently you may have been feeling like you've been losing sleep over something or someone. It's just you may have been experiencing a lot of mental disturbance and just all-out grief. But I feel that finally you're at a point where you are able to have some form of equilibrium, where you're able to flow again. You're starting to feel a little bit like yourself again. And because you've reached that place, now you're able to acknowledge that there are options for you in life. You're able to see your guides again. I want you to see here that this person is you, or the Pisces that you're watching this video for. Finally, you're able to have messages coming, or acknowledge messages coming from your guidance. You have options. This is the deception card. I feel that some of you may have been in the dark recently, or may have been going through some kind of deception with someone else or whatnot. Notice that through that period you weren't able to see your guides. For some of you also, it could have been denial, and that's what's going on here. Denial as to acknowledging what it is that you need to acknowledge, and you couldn't really perceive of your guides. Whatever it is that was plaguing you, because this is only a general reading and everyone has a different reason, you are no longer in that energy. Now you're in a better position to acknowledge your guidance. And you see you've got options, one of which is love. Amen. I'm seeing also here that you are single. So if you came to this reading, chances are that you're single. And in the background there's a grieving person. So I feel that you've been single, and even though you were single, you were kind of still grieving a situation and holding on to a situation, or overly focusing on a situation with someone else. I feel this is a love relationship. Excuse me. But of course, please interpret it into your life in the way that best suits you, whatever resonates. I feel that now you're finally at a place where you're not so much fixated on that person. Now, yes, you still want them. Yes, you still care about them, but you're finally able to say, hey, me. You're able to see the blessings that you have in your life. You're able to receive spiritual guidance, knowledge, information, and I see that some healing has started to occur for you. Now, I also feel that this connection that you had with this person, or have with this person, is a soulmate connection. It's a deep one. And once again, this card is showing me that you're at a place in your journey where you're able to approach this person again. Not even approach this person again, because I'm not saying go back to this person or rekindle. I'm not saying that at all. But sometimes when we are so, how can I say, when we're so cut off from someone, when we're so much in our pain, we're not even able to look at their photos anymore. We're not able to, we're so obsessed, we're so whatnot. You're just in a better place now where you're able to acknowledge that connection. For some of you, you're able to let it go. Because for some of you, I'm seeing you here actually giving back this cup to this person. So you're able to let them go and move forward with this relationship. And for some of you, you're able to come to the table with this person, to come halfway and meet this person. So again, this is only a general reading. It really depends on you and your situation. And for another set of you, it looks like you are finally able to come to a place where you can accept what it is that this person is offering you. I feel that for that set of people, this person was offering you something partial. Maybe they're not able to give 100% of themselves, but they're saying, I can give you a little bit at this time. And maybe at one point you weren't trying to hear that, and you just didn't want it. It wasn't enough for you. And now you've gotten to a place where you're more balanced and you're more grounded emotionally, and you're able to come to the table and say, this is enough for me at this time, because I acknowledge that at least you're here. So which one are you? I don't know. But Spirit is coming in and saying that you are going to have a lesson coming in. If you notice, yes, this is a Chariot card, but I'm reading based on my intuition. What this card says to me is that Spirit is approaching you. It looks like she's looking right at you, doesn't it? And she's saying it's time for you to learn a lesson. So at this time, you are going to be learning a lesson, so please expect that to come in. Also take a look here. This is you looking at something. You're focusing on something, but the way this card looks to me is that coming up behind you through the trees is your lesson. Now, you may not be able to perceive of this lesson as yet. In fact, it's not coming through to me at this time, probably because this is a general reading, what this lesson is. But please expect it soon, and as all lessons go, it might be a little bit uncomfortable, but please do expect that there's going to be great learning and wisdom from that. Okay, let's see. What else can I see here? All right, so Spirit is saying that at this time, you are going to be embarking on a lesson. You will be having some kind of journey, I guess, related to it. But they're saying to travel lightly, just come, be an apt and willing student. You may be asked to go into a thunderous situation. You may be asked to go into a situation of conflict, but they're saying to have courage and to do so willingly. Do it openly as a student, okay? All right, there's something else here. Just give me 1 second for it to reveal itself. Something else here for you. Okay, yeah. Okay, so once again, I feel that you've just been going through so much. You've been going through so much, but I feel like there has been some illumination. There has been some illumination here for you, and I feel that you're finally kind of ready to get back in the saddle, so to speak. You're showing back up to the classroom. You're here. You know, yes, you had some grief, and yes, there may still be some grief. Yes, you had a lot of fears, and yes, there may still be some fears, but I feel that you're here and you're ready to make a new start. You're ready to dust off your shoes and be that student to receive this lesson. And I feel that Spirit is saying to you that yes, you may not feel like you're on solid ground right now. You may not even be able to visualize what solid ground would look like. But they're saying, and it's just funny to hear this from Spirit, but they're saying to fake it till you make it. Because if you look here, this is such a lovely card. It's so beautiful to me. But if you look here, the way I see this card, the way energy imposes itself upon me, is that this person is on a ground that is just seems a little misshapen and seems a little asymmetric. And this person's in a corner and their back's against a wall, but you know what? They look good. And they're faking it till they make it. And they're going to keep doing that until they have the lesson, until they have what it is that they need to learn, until they are on the real solid ground. So Spirit is saying to fake it till you make it. Thank you for showing up for this lesson. Oh, Spirit is so great. I really hope you guys can feel the energy. They're so good. They're just great. Thank you. Okay, so to end this reading, they're saying to surrender to joy. Just do what makes you happy. You know, whether it's going out to eat, calling people, having fun, going to the beach, just do what makes you feel happy. They're also saying that this lesson is going to be coming in pretty soon, so I would expect it soon. Notice travel is an option for some of you, but for some of you, this traveling is a metaphor. They're just saying pack up and, you know, be ready. Be ready to be that student. We're going into a little bit of conflict, but you're strong. You can handle it. Be joyful before this lesson starts. Focus on just being joyful, enjoying yourself. Surrender any fears that you have. They're saying you're strong. There's wisdom here for you. You're strong. Surrender to effortlessness. Know that there's nothing that you need to do right now, Pisces. And I want to point that out because I don't know if you're cross-watching for any other signs this week that I've done. But for some of those people, they're being instructed to do certain things. For you, they're saying just enjoy the time in between these lessons. You just got out of a lesson. You are finally feeling strong enough again to see the goodness in your life, to see options before you, to show up for the next lesson. But right now, you're in an interim space. Enjoy it. Surrender to the effortlessness and know that when it's time to get back into the classroom, the school bells will ring. Okay? They're also saying surrender to prayer. Pray. Ask the universe, what happened? Where am I? Who am I? What's coming? What should I do? You feel free to ask those questions. It's your curriculum. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? So I'm going to leave this there. This is the end of your reading. If you'd like to delve more into this topic, find out a little bit more about what's meant for you or just whatnot, please look below in the description box. You can also see what other services I offer. And at the very least, I hope that you'll tune in for next week. Okay, thank you and bye.